Hi everybody, I'm John Barton. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director for LG Mobile in the UK and Ireland. And some of you I met in my bedroom last time we met, and some of you may have also seen the shot of me on that pink chair with the speeded up voice, which I really will have to sue Sky Television News for. But that was the first event of its type, and the first event of this type, which means that this is our second. And we plan to do this a lot because we really thank you for what you do, what you write about in the industry, and how you help get the message across. Today, just over the road actually, just about 100 yards away, we had some very august members of the press to do a similar, maybe a little bit more formal thing about the Renoir. And I just mentioned that because I wanted to make sure you realise we're trying to get this stuff to you as quickly as we get it to anybody. And I think that's something that we would always plan to do, and something Jeremy is keen on doing. We've got some distinguished guests here from partner companies who've helped bring this product to life. And I'm not going to sort of talk about them now, because I think Chris wants to introduce them separately, because I think it's your event and I'm going to hand back in a minute. But what I have got here, to stop me talking over long, so we can get questions and answers going between us, is a film that when I press that button, it will, it's not a film, it's a slideshow, it will go in terms of speed, and hopefully what I say will be relevant to the screen behind me. If it's not, don't worry, watch the screen and don't listen to me. But I will press the button and off we go, and then I'm going to hand back to Chris before we develop two other themes and then get some Q&A and mingling going on. Before I do start, you do know that this is an evolutionary moment. It's a moment that sees us take the next step on the road from beauty, which has been so successful for us. Now clearly, we're talking about a phone that builds on the technological advances that we brought for the market with beauty. It is actually something different. Whereas beauty was about bringing the image to the screen and viewing the device, the Renoir is about a full set of sensory experiences. It's about touch, it's about sight, it's about music, it's about sound as well. And clearly, the 8 megapixel race is being talked about an awful lot. And is it a race, is it an arms war? Well, hey, we don't really care too much about that. But it is the slimmest, and it's full touchscreen, unlike others, of this 8 megapixel moment. It does a variety of things as a camera. It's got a whole set of features: art shot, beauty shot, multiple mode, and it does things that other cameras and other camera phones might do. But it's the package of them all together that's so impressive. The smile shot's fantastic. We were playing with it in the office, and I'm not very happy. And occasionally I break into a smile, and it takes the photograph. I clearly look okay, so I don't need the beauty shot or the blemish thing, but that works remarkably well. And not to the extent of an elephant man, but you know, when you've got a few blemishes you want to take away, it works beautifully. So those detection features are fantastic. And I make the point again, it's about a suite of activity that's going on when it comes to the camera phone and the capability of the device. Blink, it's something that we all would say, you messed that up, you blinked. Well, the phone will tell you if the subject has blinked and do you want to take another camera shot. So that's really a set of features you'll get to know and love as you see the phone later on. One of the things that's interesting about the camera is it's ISO 1600, and we made a lot of the 800 capacity of beauty. Well, clearly having 8 megapixels, it's important to have a shutter speed that allows as much in as it can. So we think that does us tremendously proud. The music player is part of a multimedia suite of features. Big thing here is it's Dolby. The first ever global launch of a phone with Dolby sound. And I have to say that the experience off and on is stark and wonderful. Clearly, again, building on beauty, we've got different ways of recording and playing back on the device. Slow-mo, fast, 120 frames, 5 frames, loads of things, but it's about, again, what it looks like when you play back on the device and also when you plug it in to the television. Yeah, I think some of you may have seen at the time of the secret launch the film we used, which was Iron Man. Some of the footage that's on here is about Iron Man. But again, having said that this is the first ever with Dolby, this is another in the continuation of the phones that LG will bring out in partnership with DivX. So we're extremely proud and pleased about that. I mentioned earlier on about its size, 13.95 mil. So it's the slimmest of these 8 megapixel phones. But it's also the one with the full touch screen. And using the full touchscreen capability, we're bringing widgets to the device, as you might expect that we would do. And it leads us to say a variety of other things in platforms of phones going forward. I've used one for a couple of days now. Being able to put certain widgets onto the home screen is fantastic. I can get the weather with one touch. I can get onto Google one touch, and the variety of things you can do with that. Clearly, Wi-Fi and connectivity speeds are important. HSDPA at 7.2 would be expected of us, especially with what it does. And in truth, we think that we are leading the way when you put together all of these features, when you put together this suite of feature functionality. And we're very proud of the device. We're very proud of the partnership that we've devoted ourselves to and developed with DivX and now with Dolby. And really and truthfully, I want to thank from the bottom of my heart the guys who've come here from those two companies, because I could stand here and try and answer some of the technical questions that you guys would know how to ask and I wouldn't know how to answer. But you'll find in a minute that we've got a variety of expertise of different types in the room to help the evening go when it comes to that more technical need. So without further ado, and I thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening, but back over to Chris. Thank you.